Is that right?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Thank you. Right then, live on stream. Let's do this. New career. Do you know what? When you get new games, just very quickly before I start, when you get new games, like like before you press like new game on the main menu, do you like hesitate for a bit and like sort of like think, oh bloody hell, like a bit of excitement of what's to come once you press the button, sort of thing? Because that happens to me all the time.
If it's a blind stream, then yeah. I'm like, how's this gonna go? Am I gonna be good enough to the buttons yet? And in fairness, it's nice to see that you're learning the game as well as everybody else. So that might bring in the viewers a bit more than they would normally.
Yeah. Can you just do a quick visual and audio check, mate, and make sure we're good to go? And then obviously somebody on it already. And then we can get cracking.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, nice. All good visually?
All good visually from what I can see. I don't know about. I've got my headset on, so I can't really hear, but I'm guessing. My phone's vibrating, so I'm thinking it's fine.
Perfect. Right, I'm going to click in and I'm going to start, see what I expect there'll be a tutorial, I should imagine. Right, let's go.
Formula One, a sport that spans hearts, minds and nations, where the 20 best drivers in the world come together to take on some of the world's most historic circuits. And that legacy continues today. The 2021 championship was thrilling from start to finish. And 2022 is set to be even better. New regulations will usher in an age of pioneering changes. New driving talent alongside returning champions will be dueling it out.
So no, I've got no screen, by the way. So
the pressure will be on the team principals in the upcoming season as
have you not got visual?
Drivers, their cars, and the whole team to push to victory.
You've got visual. I ain't got visual yet.
This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted.
You can't see the screen.
Is Formula One.
What's it? Just a blank screen?
Unless you want me to do it via my, unless you want me to do it via my PC. I haven't got it on the actual thing.
Mercedes returned to F1 in 2010.
But you're able to see what I'm playing, aren't you?
Constructors' Championships back to back every year.
Only if you invite me, I can't check it out.
Although they
otherwise.
narrowly missed out on the Drivers' Championship.
Well, what on the stream? It's not showing it.
Heading into 2022, Mercedes will insist on dominating the competition.
I can see it. Like I said, I can see it through my PC. Like anybody can.
Oh, good. That's what I thought you meant. I
do
thought you
it
meant
like
season
and beyond.
Yeah, I can see it through my PC, but I can't. Like if it's up to date, like it normally is, I can't. I'm gonna be 5 seconds slow.
That's fine, mate. Yeah, no worries. I was going to quickly say, I'm just looking at the teams here quickly. I've already got in mind who I'm going to be. I just wanted to.
Okay.
Mercedes returned to F1 in 20. The Red Bull team burst onto the F1 scene in 2005,
listen to the little
and ever since
introduction.
2009, they've been one of the top
bloody
3
good
teams in the championship. Last season ended brilliantly for them. Max Verstappen won the prestigious Drivers' Championship, and Red Bull are flying high once more. Heading into 2022 under the right leadership, Red Bull could find themselves heading up the pack once more. They'll certainly be hoping to end the season with not 1 but 2 championship trophies for their cabinet back home in Milton Keynes.
Good stats. Red Bull have got, well, going to have, aren't they, the top teams?
Ferrari have entered Formula One every year since the World Championship began back in 1950. They still hold the most championship titles of any team.
Performance, first out
the team
of 10.
had a solid season in 2021, securing 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari are very much in it to win it. With strong leadership over the 2022
I think this is who I'm going to be.
Beyond, expect to see them fighting for those podium places.
I think I might have to be the Red Arrows, mate.
They'll be aiming for that top spot as the seasons progress.
Okay.
I know you can. I was watching a thing where somebody was like leaving a poll on it saying what do you like? What people's stats, like what their things are? Like you can do like either a top 3 team, a middle of the pack, or a bottom team. But I know Ferrari are like in the top 3, but I've always liked Ferrari ever since a kid, and I'd love Ferrari to get back on top. I do like Red Bull now, though, I have to admit.
And one thing is certain,
in that
they're
case,
not going
mate,
to settle
right.
until they're reigning champions once
I
more.
probably will, but I just want to listen to the... I just wanted to check out the graphics for the drivers and listen to
Alpine was a
the
new name in
audios.
2021,
A little
bringing
introduction.
F1 drivers Fernando Alonso
Tells you
and
the
Esteban
reserve
Ocon
drivers
back
look
into
for
the
them, mate.
spotlight. Alpine finished the 2021 season in 5th place
Season
in the
objective
constructors'
4th.
standings.
Bloody
with their
hell,
first
Alpine,
race win
season
secured by
objective
Ocon
4th.
at the
They're
Hungarian
higher than
Grand
they
Prix.
expect to be
2022
finishing higher
will
than
be a formative
McLaren.
season
Right.
for Alpine as they return with the
Probably
tried and
because of
trusted
Fernando
driver
Alonso.
pairing of Alonso and Ocon. In a few years' time, with the right leadership, they could well become championship contenders.
Right.
AlphaTauri have been a name in Formula One since 2020. They're renowned for being the proving ground for talented new F1 drivers.
Long-term objective, podium
Last season, they
contender.
ended in 6th overall. Driver Pierre Gasly also earned them an impressive podium finish in Baku. Heading into 2022, the team continued to develop their current driver pairing of Yuki Tsunoda and Gasly. They'll want to continue scoring regular points and begin working their way past the other midfield contenders. 2021
mate, I
was
just
Aston
wanted to
Martin's
listen to
first
this.
full season in Formula
That's
One.
right.
They roared onto the scene with Sebastian Vettel, the
What do you think of the
legendary four-time
graphics
world
on the
champion,
screen
in
so
one
far?
of those coveted driving seats. Despite
Yeah,
some
Drivers-
teams
drivers
involved in
look-
as
testing,
always.
Aston
Drivers
Martin gave a
look so
solid
realistic,
showing
don't they?
and finished the season in 7th place
Unbelievable.
overall. Heading into 2022,
So Aston Martin-
Stroll
Cars
and
do too.
Vettel behind the wheel,
Yeah, look
Aston
at them
Martin have the
perform. Like I know it's a
potential
little
to
bit behind,
become
but just
regular
I've kept it on that
podium
screen for Aston
It's going to
Martin
take
for the team
strong
performance. They're
leadership
right
and
down
shrewd
towards the bottom.
investment to
Could
get
almost
there.
be like a good sort of good team to be as well. Like maybe for a different career mode on there. Like maybe do an Aston Martin one. They're English as well, aren't they? But look at that staff performance is right at the bottom of the pile. It might be a team worth doing one day. That.
Williams
Well, it
is
got-
a legendary name in
can't be
F1,
Williams.
winning 9 Constructors' Championships in their heyday.
They've got the worst car
The
on the
Williams
grid.
family sold the team in
Apparently.
2020, and the 2021 season saw them fighting well from start to end. They finished 8th overall, thanks to some incredible performances by George Russell in his last year as a Williams driver. In 2022, Williams have Nicholas Latifi and new signing Alex Albon, returning to F1 after a year away to make up their driver team. The pressure is on for them to up their performance this season and push their way back towards those midfield places. Alfa Romeo boast an impressive Formula One history, dating right back to 1950 when they won the very first Drivers' World Championship. However, 2021 saw them finish
Valtteri
in 9th
Bottas,
overall,
mate, it's new
with no
team.
podium finishes to their name. The team usher in 2022
Yeah,
with
he's
a
not
brand
doing
new
as
driver
well.
lineup. They're joined by
luckily
F1's
he's
first
his
ever
own
Chinese race driver
leader
Joe,
in
as well as veteran Valtteri
Alfa
Bottas.
Romeo.
As
Yeah.
they build their way
I was
back
going to ask you
becoming
what you
regular
thought of
point
him.
scorers.
Lewis Hamilton's shadow.
No. I was going to ask you what you think of
Haas
his
joined
season
F1
so
back
far.
in
Whether you think he's having a
2016,
good time
and they've had
over
a good
at
start to
Alfa
their team
Romeo or
career,
not.
peaking at 5th place in 2018. Last
Christ,
season
Mick
they finished
Schumacher looks
10th,
like he's done,
but they
doesn't he?
spent a lot of
Bloody hell.
time
I think he's a
focused
little-
on designing their car for 2022 and strategizing
Yeah,
for the
yeah, he
future.
does.
Going into the 2022 season, Haas hope to have a strong car
I
design
think
under their
Valtteri
belts.
Bottas
Coupled with
is
hungry
kind of
drivers,
happy.
an
Well, he
ambitious
may be
team,
happy
and
where
strong
he is. He just
leadership,
doesn't show
they'll be
emotion
pushing
too
their
much.
performance
It doesn't
and fighting
seem.
their way back to the midfield.
I was forgetting, mate. Haas. They're from America, look. Their headquarters is in America. Let's have a look at Ferrari. Who they got a good reserve. Giovinazzi is a reserve driver. He's the one that used to get on your nerves, mate. On Monaco, wasn't it? Is it Giovinazzi?
Yeah.
Christ, car performance, mate. First,
Maybe I can't.
mate. You know mine was Latifi, wasn't it? It's doing my head in all the time.
Yeah.
I know that they're going to be like top, or like maybe there won't be so much to do with Ferrari, but I really fancy being Ferrari on here. going to be Ferrari, mate. Some people might say, yeah, you're going for like glory to start with, but at the end of the day, mate, if I was doing that, I'd be going for Red Bull or Mercedes, because they're like in front of Ferrari for the last few seasons in real life. Probably still are now. Let's continue anyway. Here we go, right. Team Principal, should I call myself Team Principal?
Yeah.
Call myself PH.
It's got to be the a DMG. That's got to be the DMGs, isn't it?
I wonder on this
DMCs,
game.
Whatever
Yeah. I wonder on this game whether you'll be allowed to have multiple saves. First time guidance. Yes, I definitely want that. Do you reckon you will?
I can honestly say I don't have a clue, mate. I really don't know.
We're starting a new game. Here we go. What we're saving. Oh, mate, I'm excited for this.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm Audrey Mensa.
As you know, I love these sort of games.
Welcome to the team.
Strategy.
It's great to have you on board.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team. It's great to have you on board. Good thing about this, mate, is you got like loads of inbox. You got everything. Like, look at the bottom of the screen, look, mate. In home inbox calendar. It's like Football Manager, but Formula 1 Manager, obviously. I think this is. I think if I get into this like game, I think it's going to be better for me than the actual ones where you drive all the time. Good finish last season, so let's have a good
As
goal.
our new team principal, you're responsible for a lot of aspects of the team. Everything from managing our team's growth, overseeing our finances, and deciding on race day strategies will be in your hands. You can keep an eye on most things from your dashboard here. I can take you through it now. First up, an overview of the board. They're the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, you'll be fine. If they lose confidence in you, however, they might look to
How good is it you get these tutorials? It'd friggin' be impossible without.
The board
I'd be surprised if anyone doesn't click on disabled or anything when they first click into this, if they're new to it.
Yeah.
You'll want to keep an eye on the long-term objective.
Mate, look at the Clarks and Sainz's like driving rating. They're pretty much identical.
Okay then, let's look ahead to the race.
I think the only people who would be good at these type of games, like if they didn't need a tutorial, is people who played like Gran Turismo 7 or like in depth of that or something like that, I'm guessing.
As it's your first day though, there's nothing urgent for you to address. Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day.
Before I sign off for the day, we'll just go through the bottom tabs, I think. It might take us through that automatically, but you never know. I just think it's better to check. Let's have a quick look anyway what we've got here, mate, a minute. We've got teams and the drivers, the stand-ins, we've got the board. We've got the board. Season objective to win it. That's no pressure then. Got the drivers. Bahrain is first, mate, in 11 days time. Preparation, we've got the upcoming events then. Testing period date starts, look. Sponsorship obligations, pre-season testing. Season starts. Nice. Oh mate, I've just noticed, look at that down the bottom, mate. You've got nearly $28.5 million is my finances.
I say that.
So obviously this is management, mate, so I'm going to have to not get into debt, basically. This is your inbox. It's good to get a habit of checking them regularly. Flag. I haven't found the button to delete it. Don't know how you do
so
that.
if I was you, mate, I would get familiarised with each menu screen in the sense of check, each tab.
Oh, excuse me. That's what I'm doing, mate. I'm gonna just go on every tab, have a little look around, mate. Top left and all the corners. If you spot anything that I don't mention, just let me know. today. It's like little things like that. Like you can like use these little shortcuts like L3 and triangle the filter and go to April and stuff like that. It's just, I think this is gonna just the vibes, mate. The vibes. I'm getting good vibes from this game. Hopefully, it won't be a letdown.
I would personally say it's a little bit too early yet. Just a little bit. You haven't really gone in. You haven't really gone into the whole the whole. You haven't gone into the whole vanilla of the game yet. I would say.
Yeah. Look at this, all the tracks, mate. The old Miami. You got the American Miami on them.
The way I look at it. The way I look at it, Pete, I would say what you're looking at now is what you would expect.
Yeah,
when you want to go a little bit, like, to get more amazed, you probably want to get more in depth with it, maybe.
We'll come back here later.
Yeah. This part here is where you carry out.
That's my personal opinion.
No, definitely, mate. It's going to look fancy, innit? So it's the performance of it, really. It's going to look fancy no matter what, but it's whether it performs. So this is where final preparations for the next race, circuit info, performance targets, review targets, drive overviews, car builds. You can change stuff. The chassis.
Just out of curiosity for the stream, Pete, just so they know.
Yeah.
When you're doing this, are you looking to take control of the cars and just do it and that? Or are you just gonna let the computers do it?
I'm gonna let the computers race, mate. I'm gonna let the computers race, and I'm gonna be basically like a Christian Horner type of bloke, and basically be. Yeah, whatever the result, mate, is the result. I'm not going to drive the cars. I'm going to let the computer do it. So it gives me a chance then to like make the stream good. So then I can sort of ride on board with the cars, and I can sort of just try and make it as realistic as possible, sort of thing. Whereas if I was driving, it'd take my attention to be solely on like making sure that I don't make mistakes with corners and stuff like that. So I'd rather just let them do their things and sort of be a team principal, if you like. But who knows? Maybe in the future I'll switch it up. Who knows? But just initially, that's the plan.
One of my favourite places. This is where the
I didn't even know you could drive the cars in this game. To be fair.
Store our car parts.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if that's an option. I'm just saying, if it was, would you take it?
I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'll tell you one good thing what is on this game, which isn't on the Formula 1 driving game, is that you have, when you give a driver an order on the radio, their voice is actually acknowledging the orders and like saying they've got their real life voices in the game. So it's pretty cool, that is. It's going to be like, seem like real life. So you got car 1 and 2, car analysis, car parts, developments, warehouse. There's probably going to be tutorials on this, I should imagine. So we'll see how we get on.
Including their performance ratings and contract details. You can also scout for new drivers.
You back tomorrow night, mate? I'll do some more.
The best driver pairing we can.
Let's see. I finish
or possibly Sunday.
4:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. So after then, I'm good. And then
so
Sunday, I'm free.
Yeah, nice. So check on the morale, mate. That's a really important thing on this game because it's a management check. Keep their morale high. Keep their remaining contracts going. I mean, if you look at that, look, Giovinazzi's only got 10 months on his thing. His contract will expire in less than a year. So, do I keep him or do I scout new drivers? That's the question. These are the sort of things that I need to think about. Do I? I don't know. Giovinazzi, was he ever any good anyway? That's the sort of thing. Or can I scout like maybe an F2 driver? Get like a real good F2 driver in.
Manage your staff from here. From department heads to your pit crew, and keep up to date on their performance.
This is staff. Look, you can change your staff if you want. You can get new engineers and whatever. Scouting teams, pit crews. You can change them all. Keeping in mind of their stuff.
All the team's facilities.
Oh, mate, look at the
staff buildings to the car park.
Look at the facility building. There.
You can build
Pretty
new
cool.
facilities or If the team has the time and money,
There's like a
upgrade our
NASA space
existing ones.
station.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, mate. Bear in mind on that first, it does actually, does look like a NASA space shuttle. Look at that runway almost. What amazes me, mate, is that they're one of the best teams, and if you look, total upgrades built 20 out of 75, so it goes to show you how much you can build on this game. Building, upgrading, facility, upgrading, refurbishing. I pressed X rather than.
Jeez, have you looked at the total monthly upkeep? My God.
Yeah, 2 million. That's just like, imagine having like 75 out of 75. That's going to cost a hell of a lot. That's why you got to get like stuff. Yeah, I should imagine, because it's like Football Manager, you probably have to like get new sponsors and stuff like that. Make sure the sponsorship money's coming in.
Facilities will degrade and become less effective, so keep an eye on their condition. When this happens, we'll need to look at refurbishing or even upgrading that facility.
There you go, mate. So over time facilities are going to be degrading, so obviously we'll have to refurbish them or even upgrade them. It's little extra things, isn't it? You've got to just keep your eyes on it, sort of. Monthly upkeep for the car development's $1.5 million.
Don't forget to check in with the board often.
The board, mate. Keep the board's confidence up.
Levels, your available budget, and your progress.
So maybe if it's like Football Manager as well, you on that board budget, you might get the option to chat to the board and like request more money for different areas of the company to use on different areas, or you can
possibly.
Or yeah, look at it. It looks sweet, doesn't it? That boardroom. Imagine having that as an office. That'd be nice.
Here you can delve deeper into team finances and see our balance, as well as understanding information on income and rewards, and the enforced spending caps we have to abide by.
He's going to have a big cabinet, aren't they? They've won a lot. Michael Schumacher's won them a lot. Yeah, 7th of March 2022. Here we go, and this is just the stand-ins, this one, so you can see drivers, keep on track of everything. The best thing about this, mate, I got a funny feeling when on a race you can go on board with any of the drivers on the track, so you don't have to stay with your team, you can check other things, and I got a funny feeling when people overtake, you can press a button like square or something and you can view that overtake. So you can, like, you don't miss things. I don't know, I think that's, yeah, the top bit, mate, is exactly like Football Manager with that calendar.
We'll have you on top of things in no time.
Here we go, look.
You'll continue
requires a
moving
response
through days this way until it's time for the race, which you can see in the upcoming events list. It's good to get in the habit of regularly checking that list.
So yeah, I've got an event today.
Let's take a look at what needs doing today. You have an alert in the top corner. There's an important email awaiting a response, so you should check your inbox when you're ready.
See, this is the thing, they need to make a Football Manager game like this, like they have on the laptop, but on the console. They need to do it. I'm missing out a trick. Right, let's go to my emails. Cool, Christ, I've got 3 emails, mate. I'm going to introduce you to our talented car development team. They will lend their expertise to new car park designs projects to help us build a competitive car. I just realised that you joined the team. PH. Team a little too late to negotiate our sponsorship the obligations. Oh, should we have a quick little look at the little obligations that we've got? Here we go, mate. The sponsorship obligations, merchandising. Income per race is $1 million. Pre-season cost. Yeah, we're losing a fair bit there, aren't we?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
This obligation is necessary to secure this event cannot be removed between seasons, but can be negotiated. So that's $9 million. Is that in profit or not? Fucking hell. Sponsorship, mate. Look at the sponsorship. Total sponsorship, 109 million coming into the team. See, if I was like Alfa Romeo or something, it'd be like 30 million, I expect, or something. It'd be much less. Core funding amount is 98 million. And then we've got sponsor providing, obviously, there's 3 requirements. Factory event, Number of days, 16. Car parts manufacturing is paused for the day of the event. Sponsors requirement is necessary to secure sponsorship. So yeah, you have to do the events, basically a factory event, to get that sponsorship. A bit like that, merchandising units. Got to do 5,000 units. Probably like shirts and hats and all that sort of stuff. The pit crew's performance will decrease on each race day. So that's that. Why is that saying hold X for the menu? Circle to go back. Oh, hang on. Look at that.
Looks like you've received a budget approval request. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season, plus whatever we get from last season's prize money and any extra sponsorship revenue we earn.
Right then, mate, what we got to do is, we've had an idea for a season kick-off party to bring everyone together to celebrate the team. We'll need a budget approval if you want to go ahead. Well, it's going to cost 10 grand, but it's going to drive staff and drivers. Morale's going to go up. I mean, you'd be pretty foolish if anyone denies that, wouldn't you? Really? I mean, let's be honest. You need the season to kick off in a good way. Team morale, 10 grand.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, you got to do it. Got to do that.
I reckon that's a good decision. It should keep the team in high spirits anyway. Now that's dealt with, we can focus on our first Grand Prix of the season. The race weekend is still a few days away, so move forward when you're ready.
I think we're ready. We've checked the things out. We don't really want to be changing staff just yet. We'll see how it goes.
Work to do before we can set off.
See how we get on.
Check your inbox for the race prep report.
I mean, this might be not. Maybe people on the stream will disagree with me. People will think you need to chase the win every single race, but I'll be happy with a podium finish. To be fair, I'll be happy with like third. Be happy for. Oh, it's both of them, isn't there? So like maybe like a 3 and a 4 or 4 and a 5. Get some good points. Be pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, it might not be going for podium straight. Straight.
No, exactly.
Away, but as long as you're on the top 10 would be nice.
Getting some points, yeah. Both drivers as well. Keep them points coming in. Obviously, where finishing the final at the end of the season is going to determine how much money I get. What's this? With Bahrain testing up behind us, we now know where our car stands versus the other teams right there. So let's have a quick look. So our car 1, which is basically, car 1 is Leclerc, car 2 is Sainz. So basically, we're third in the acceleration in the top speed. So we're going to be up. Basically, is what we're expecting. We're going to be on speed and acceleration. We're going to be behind Red Bull and Mercedes. But on the cornering, we're top of the grid for that. DRS we're third. Dirty air we're first on the dirty air, mate, and the brake cooling and the engine we're fifth. So the engine cooling is going to need some work doing on it over the course of the season, because we need to get up into the top 3 for that. But that's quite a lot of G's that you go through for the corners, isn't it? Christ.
Yeah.
Let's have a little shaviest then.
You have all the information you should need. Let's head to race preparation to see if there's any remaining tasks for us to complete.
Right, let's just have a look. Bahrain's almost there. Check the circuit info. Yeah, so we want to go to race preparation here. Let's just have a quick look. What's the circuit length? 57 laps. Lap record, cloudy. Let's just go to the preparation a minute.
This is your race preparation area, where you'll get the team ready for the upcoming race weekend. You can also find all the information you need
what
on
have you
the
done
circuit
today,
we're
mate?
racing on here.
I was working this morning, then when I came home I was considering going to sleep, but then I thought, nah, I'll just wait until it gets dark or later on, so I stayed up. Nothing was really going much on the PS4, so I went back to my old school consoles and was playing N64 for a bit, streaming that, and then heard that you were doing Formula 1 managers tonight, so
Nice.
thought I'd get my PS4 back out again, and
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. Potential reward 669,000 every weekend. So this is performance targets. What do I have to do? The incentives to motivate. It doesn't tell me what I have to do there, but if I review the targets,
Here
it
we've
will.
got
There
the
we go.
performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these,
Mate, my mum and my stepdad are back, so I'm just going to leave it on the screen for 2-3 minutes. I'm going to help my stepdad in because he's getting on crutches, I think. So I'll literally be like less than 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
if anyone comes on board the stream, mate, just chat to them.
Yeah.
Incentives, guarantees, and target types. We also have guarantees, reduce loose payments, incentives.
Looks like we've got incentives for both the qualifying session and the race. If we can reach those targets, we'll get an additional payout, and it won't cost the team anything.
Shoot down now, and I'll come back and read this. Have a look what we got.
You can also decide to add targets here and offer our sponsors guarantees. These are a risk, as we face a potential financial loss if we don't meet them. But if we do, we'll gain a much larger reward.
Still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Cool, cool, mate. Sorry about that. Christ, he's all plastered up, mate. Oh, bloody hell.
Okay. If you want to offer a guarantee for this weekend,
Jesus.
and raise the
Struggled to
team's
get him over the
potential
bloody
rewards,
threshold of the
now
door.
is your chance.
And to end up jumping because he's on crutches. Right, okay. I expect you've had a look to have a chance to read these little things here. Race targets, qualifying targets. So my target, mate, I've got to reach Q3. Okay, fair enough. I'll finish position. I guess that means podium, do you reckon? Finish position's got to be podium, innit? Oh yeah, second.
I think it means
at
finish,
least second position.
Finish third. Lose second.
Oh mate, this is going to be hard. I picked a good team though, haven't I? So that's it's going to be tougher challenges because I'm a top 3 team. McLaren might be a possible one to do a future game on. You never know. Depends on how many saves you can have, but I'll concentrate on this one. But finish position 4th. It's a streak. I wonder if that means a streak as in 2 races in a row, or whether it means both of your drivers. Finish 2 races with at least 1 driver.
Nah.
Oh yeah, 2 races. There you go. At least 4th. That's attainable. Yeah. Look, I mean, the most rewarding one is the streak, obviously, but let's just click on that. Oh, mate, look, you can change them. I can change. It's less money, but I can change the qualifying targets. Reach Q2, reach Q3. I think qualifying position, I think reaching Q3 is the most realistic one there. Fastest lap or finish podium, well, that's going to have more money. Finishing at least second. Hold the fastest lap of the race. What do you reckon, mate? Finishing in the top 2?
I reckon.
Go for the money, I reckon, to start with.
Stick your race targets with your finish position. Keep race targets the same. I think.
Yeah.
Your hot streak. What's your hot streak targets? Let's have a look.
Ooh.
I think you'd have a better chance qualifying than you would have a better
This is what I'm thinking. I'm actually thinking qualifying 4th or higher for 5 races in a row. I know that's only 2 races, but this is 5 in a row. But if you look, mate, it's that potential reward. It's not a incentive. It's a guarantee. It's £89,000 less, so it's going to be about 270 grand, just under 270 grand, guaranteed. It's tempting, isn't it, to do that? Just to start with, we get a little bit of some experience under the belt, then we can maybe go for like some finishing streaks. I think that's a good one. I think I'm going to go for that.
I see you like a challenge. It might be tough, but the potential reward is a definite pro. Let's just be careful during the race. We don't want to let our sponsors down.
Or is that both of them now?
Okay, we're done here. Let's head back.
Oh, hang about, mate. Maybe it was... That's ticked. Maybe that's 0 out of 2. Hang on, what have I done here? Can you only have the... You only have the 1, do you? Oh no, I've added more targets on that. I've added a separate target on. Oh, here we go, mate. I can put more slots on that, see? I can put more... So these are added targets you can put on added targets. But you can potentially, if you don't make that, if you don't hit that fastest lap, you could lose 30 grand of your potential reward. So it's like risks, isn't it? So I put that on. Potential... If I don't hit it...
But from what I'm noticing or seeing, the ones that are in stars are the priorities. No,
they're the priorities, mate. They're the main targets. That's like the main incentives. But then you can add the extra guarantee slots if you want to. And then, but also if you look on that number 3, you've then got potential loss. Whereas these first 2 haven't got any potential losses because I haven't added any extras. I might just stick to that, to this start one. I might just keep the 1 the one extra incentives for that, and then just leave it as the incentives for these qualifying targets and race targets.
Yeah, I think because it would be you don't want to
you don't want to lose too much.
You don't want to try to lose any money.
Exactly.
You don't want to lose any.
No, you don't want to lose too much. Don't want to lose too much. Right then.
You've done everything needed, and the team can't wait to get started.
All drivers are hired, mate. All car parts are fitted.
You can take some.
Should we have a quick little look at the, like we got the overview there? Car builds. You got the car builds. Manage the builds. I mean, shall I just do a race to start with, and we'll have a look at this at another point? You can design new parts that.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at this at another point, shall we? Yeah. We're going to do the racing.
Yeah, when you got a little bit more time. You haven't got much time.
Hell, man. So I ain't got much time. It's 9:05 now. Jesus, I probably don't even have time to do this race, but we'll see. See how we get on. Might be able to speed it up or something. I don't know, but we'll see. Overview. Here we go. Overview map circuit map. Kind of know this anyway, don't we? From playing the other Formula 1 type games. See that we've got the ticks, that means that we're the best on the grid for them. Recommended for circuit, crucial for circuit. Green flags. Constructor, nice. Right.
Bahrain, I believe, has got 3 DRS zones.
I think so.
I think it's got 3 DRS zones.
Yeah, 3 DRS zones, mate. Yeah. D1, D2 and D3. D3 is just coming onto the straight.
Yeah.
Correct.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula 1. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either
Anyone
way,
coming
it's
on the
time
chat,
for
Nate,
another
you know,
fantastic
or not?
weekend of Grand Prix racing.
Not that I've seen.
The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. The weekend begins here.
Here we go, mate. The weekend begins. We'll probably have like practice and that first.
Great
that
to see you
maybe.
again. Welcome to your first race weekend with the team.
Oh, you'll have to,
Friday,
you'll have practice
so
and qualifying and
free
the
practice
race and all that. So yeah, you'll get to prepare and things.
Yeah. We are free practice one as usual. Practice each weekend. 3 60-minute practice. Christ, I hope you can, like the other games, like cut it down if you want to, or skip it. Following the target, set the drivers complete to set the finest lap. Ooh. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? It's quite good that you see them moving about and that in the background. Sponsors. Reports. We got obviously the little timeline at the bottom, mate.
Over here is our race preparation area.
Yep.
This is where you can make any changes you need.
Starting on
ahead of the
soft
upcoming
tyres.
practice session.
Track accumulation, car parts knowledge, setup confidence. That's gonna be alright. All car parts fitted, untested.
Rest assured the team have already prepared the cars for practice. When you're ready, we can continue to the practice session.
Car 2, well, both of them are ready. Let's go with P1.
During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team.
Oh. Do you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or want to hand control? Well, I'd be foolish not to manage practice 1 because otherwise I won't know
As it's
how
your
to do
first race
stuff.
weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions.
Oh, hang on. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's blanked out by the looks of things, mate. I have to simulate qualifying. Is the okay? Fair enough. It's probably actually, to be fair, even though it's a bit annoying that you might want to do it yourself. They're probably just trying to get the team up and running, aren't they? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see that?
I reckon
Do you
so.
see that as a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, they just wanna get you familiarised with what you're doing, and then I'm guessing they'll let you off. Yeah, they'll let you off the reins on the next one.
Yeah.
It's like
like a tutorial.
Hello and thank you for joining us as our
That's what I
race
thought.
weekend unfolds. Free practice has concluded and qualifying awaits. Excitement is really picking up here
fourth
today.
or fifth,
The anticipation continuing to
Of
grow
5
within
races
the
in a
paddock.
row.
With free practice now over,
Shows us
drivers
that,
will have to know this circuit inside and out if they're to gain a strong position on the grid. 20 cars take to the track, all with aspirations of taking pole. Let the competition commence.
I mean, there'll probably be like a day one patch on this, like there is in most games, but mate, that's good, isn't it? Look who holds the fastest lap. Suited to our car,
I
mate.
haven't got to that bit yet.
Practice session 3 reports, results. That's not bad viewing, is it?
No, that's not bad at all, man.
First and third. Williams are down there.
Oh, 1 minute. Jesus, 1 minute 33.081.
That's good, isn't it? I'm surprised Perez is out. I'm surprised Bottas has outshined the Mercedes. Christ. Yeah, go on, Valtteri.
To help maximise our drivers' performance, the team have them work on 3 goals during practice: track acclimatisation, car
We know
pass
all
knowledge,
about track
and setup
acclimatisation.
confidence. If you manage the session yourself,
Don't we
you
just?
might get
Don't
an
we
even
just?
better performance from the drivers for the rest of the weekend.
Right then. We got to continue. Car 1, car 2. 100% on both of them. Carbox nice, 60% start of confidence. Charles has got a little bit more confidence by the looks of it.
Right, time for qualifying.
You would
Our
expect
results
that, though.
here will
Yeah.
determine where we start on
Yeah.
the grid for Sunday's race.
Right, so it's qualifying.
Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout
Knockout
rounds,
rounds.
and
That's
only the
the drive.
fastest drivers will advance each time.
Weather looks like it's going to be alright. Yeah, we'll keep the one flying run,
Yeah,
run
like,
plan, one flying lap.
no.
So we're going to go for one flying lap. Do or die.
Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round.
Yeah, hands on.
Just to
Get me
make sure
hands
you're
on.
feeling confident before race day kicks off.
Give me a tutorial though with the hands on, please. Because I'm going to be stuffed otherwise. Okay.
Our drivers need to be setting their fastest possible lap times,
Yeah,
so we can advance to the next
Sign
round
slip.
of qualifying. The slowest 5 cars will be knocked out.
You just listen. I won't talk for a minute. Just listen to the radios as well. It's
Keep a careful eye on time remaining.
quite cool.
The time limit on qualifying rounds really ramps up the pressure.
See what I mean, mate, with it looking like it's on telly?
Right then, let's get a
Yeah,
car out on the
Yeah,
track
remember
for
I'm
its
5
first
minutes
run
behind
and
you,
see
so
how it
what you
goes.
see is what I can't see yet.
Is it 5 minutes? Bloody hell. It's only like seconds, isn't it?
Probably. Well, I'm probably a couple of seconds out, yeah, but it's still.
Are you
taking
on
a
the,
bit of time.
are you on the screen where you can see the track yet?
No. Not yet. But I'm on the screen that says you're sending out a car 1. So send out car 1 or send out
so
car 2.
you're up to where I got to. Right. into the absolute beast DRS race control. Send out signs as well. Automatic mode, what the hell is that? Right. Automatic mode. Take manual control, so I can take manual control if I wanted to. Wheels, powertrain.
Each car is fitted with a number of onboard cameras.
Onboard cameras,
so you can
mate.
see
Here
the
we go.
action as it
Tutorial.
happens.
Nice.
You can also use the map view if you like. It gives you a good overview of the whole track and all the cars. Remember, you're managing 2 drivers throughout the session, so make sure to keep an eye on both of them.
Yeah, it's nice, man. These camera views. Oh, nice. Wheels, powertrain, aerodynamics. Cool the car in. Driver timings, telemetries. Change it all, mate. So good. Look at that. You watching the race now?
I'm just watching you go through the camera views.
Oh yeah. There you go, look. Leader, tyres, sectors, fastest, last lap, laps, oh, status, intervals. Yeah. Lando Norris is out. Nice. Signs, Norris, shoe. A lot of them are still in the garage. So have a quick look at the strategy view. You can have a look at the prediction. Got predictions. And then you got. Here we go, mate. You can make it up to 16 seconds faster if I wanted to. You can pause it. Ah, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
That's very sweet. Car, track, weather forecasts. Oh, it's going to get cloudy, but that's it. And you got data view.
You can see live data from the current session. Here we can see the latest lap and sector times for all drivers, and an overview of their tyre conditions.
Overview of the tyre conditions.
Here you can also view how the current session could affect the drivers.
You can check out the standings, the lap history, the tyre history, events, sponsors, reports, session, drivers, construction.
There's plenty more to dive into with the data view. So
just a bit, mate, to go into, isn't it?
Just a little bit, yeah. It's not like it's
nothing. I don't know if they put quite enough into it.
That's a decent time.
No, I don't think they squeezed the juice out enough.
And try and keep
That's a decent flying lap. Time for a flying lap. Keep an eye. Try and keep the drivers out on the knockout zones.
That qualifying run is done, so the driver will return to the pits now.
Right then, the qualifying run is done. Yeah, because we only put.
Happens so fast over a race weekend. But if you need to catch your breath, you can pause for as long as you like.
As long as you like.
If things aren't moving fast enough for you,
you can speed it. It's so good that you can speed it up. I mean, that would just be a nightmare if you had to watch it. Especially, mate, I've actually finished my qualifying. I'm 1 and 2. I'm not sure. Can I send them back out again?
You're 1 and 2 for right now, but that could change.
So, yeah, I know.
I don't know what difficulty the CPU set at, so I have no idea.
I don't have a clue, mate. I don't know. Tyre history. Heading to garage signs. It's heading to the garage. The cart's heading to the garage as well. So events, mate. Qualifying DOS. These are different events. All drivers. Loyalty bands. No, I don't want to play Captain's Marvel. Thank you very much. Drivers. Sponsorships. Reports. Post-practice report. Look at this report for the qualifying. Or we can just go back to the track. They're heading back to the garage. We're on their in-laps. Ride on board with colour signs. And then he's heading back to the garage, but just have a little look. I can cancel the calling, but we'll keep him out there for a little bit. I think it's better to keep him on that screen, to be fair. Whether you want, they're basically in colour signs, not colour signs. The Clark who I'm with now is basically coming into the pits now.
Charles, pit lane. Copy. And we need speed limiter on. Speed limiter on.
Our driver is back in the pits. You need to reconfigure the car before we can send them back out. Let's go and take a look.
Oh, okay. Reconfigure the car before we can send them back out on the track. Okay. To reconfigure it.
Yeah, mate, that gives you a chance to set up medium tyres, hard tyres,
So all you have to do
that sort of
is
stuff.
fresh
Yeah.
tyres.
Put some fresh tyres. That's all you have to do. The
Here
team's
you can
already
see
done the
all
rest.
tyre compounds available this weekend. When making any changes, just be sure you're considering both the condition and the compound of the selected tyre.
Yeah, so dry compounds, soft, medium, hard. We know this because we play Formula 1 and we watch it all the time as well, so we know what it's all about. Tight grip on tyres, obviously. The higher the percentage, the less the grip. That's obvious.
We want maximum performance during qualifying. So let's use a fresh, soft compound tyre.
Fresh soft compound.
Soft tyres.
Yeah, but remember they're covering all bases, so they're making sure that the people that haven't even played an F1 game before are getting all the tips and everything. So
exactly, especially with like kids that play this game who don't like drive in real life or whatever. Right then, so we want set fresh. So what one's that? That's condition 89%. Air condition. So we'll put one of these on then. There you go. So we've applied that. So we wanted firm car parts. So as you can see right at the bottom of the screen, the session's paused while we're doing this. Reconfiguring. It's going to take a second.
Brilliant. The car's ready to head back out at your say-so. It's probably best to do at least one more run before the end of the round. Unless you're feeling very confident about our time so far.
Baz, here's a quick question for you, mate. Do we send him out now, or do we wait to see if anyone overtakes his time? Because he's top of the leaderboard at the moment.
I'd wait.
The track will have more grip later in the round.
If I've learned anything from all these Formula 1 games
It's
I've
up to you
played,
to decide when you want to send the
I
car
wouldn't
back.
send
Whatever
send people out straight away because you're using tyres that you need to save for the race.
Yeah. Charles the car is coming in. I mean, Carlos Sainz is coming in the pit lane any second.
Pit lane. Copy.
Plus, mate, everyone is.
So
like,
I'm guessing
out on
what
the
you do. I'm guessing what you do. I'm guessing what you do with car 1, you got to do with car 2 as well, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can use different strategies, can't you, for both of them as well, if you want. 88% left on my tyre thing. Question is, do I do the same with him? Do I put on a pair of fresh?
I'm saying you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. I was saying just for the viewers' sake that you were what you do with car 1, you have
Yeah.
to reconfigure the car 2 before you can send them out again.
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah. You can't send them out until you reconfigure the car, but you can send them out on the same tyres. You just have to go on it and then confirm. So I could send them out on that same compound, which is 88%. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the lap time, it's not going to make a difference. If you see that plus, the condition is not going to make a difference to the tyres. See that? It's not going to. It says there plus 0.00 seconds, so it's not going to make a difference at the moment. So I might as well just I might keep colour sunset out on the same tyres. Car parts, look, you can send them out new car parts. Give them a new front wing. But it takes a long time to to do. But they did say that they've already done all of this. Run plan has been ticked, look. Adjusting the front wings during the race negatively impact the bonus. That's alright. I might just confirm and just send them out AAs just to see how we get on. It's not going to reconfigure anything, so that's completed. Let's just have a quick little look. We've got the status, look. Intervals. So, mate. Fuck other signs. It's headed down to 4th now. So I'll have to send them out at some point again. Have a quick look at the leading time.
Yeah, I'd keep on either laps or fastest laps on the top left.
I thought you might have been a way that you can look for every single driver on here. That you could see, you could just ride on board with any of the drivers. Maybe it's just your team. Maybe it's just your team.
To be fair, mate, that would make more sense that you could just ride on board with your team rather than everybody. I don't see what benefits you could have from riding on board with someone else. Yeah.
Maybe in the race though, you might be able to like when people overtake, you might be able to see them. Enable to save on the screen. There you go. Settings. Should we have a quick look, see if there's a difficulty setting?
Maybe.
Pause for team radio dilemmas. Yes. Don't actually have a thing, mate. Don't have a difficulty. That could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. It could be just one. It could be just if the strength of the team. What happens.
Possibly.
Colour signs has gone down to 5th. Like 9 minutes 40. Do you reckon? I reckon I might have to send him out in a minute. Because he's got to do an outlap, hasn't he, as well? Charles Leclerc, alright, I'm going to send signs back out.
How much do you see? You got a full qualifying time, so that's was that 50? Was that 12 minutes? 15 minutes? Well, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
9 minutes 10. On my way out, I'm actually in the pit lane. All way again, Norris, or someone's just gone in the pits. Oh, mate, I'm down into 7th now. Signs is Leclerc's still at top. 2 Red Bulls have just hit good times. 2 and 3. Let's ride on board with Carlos Sainz. Actually, hang on, he's on his. What's he doing? Is he on his?
He's on his pre-lap before his outlap.
Yeah, so what we're doing. Question is, mate, 8.5 minutes to go. What do you say? Do you reckon risk it with the Clark or send him out for another lap? We've got brand new tyres on with him.
Just let him sit. Let him sit in the garage for a bit. Focus on signs for a bit until the clerk actually has issues, or in the sense of gets knocked down a little bit. Then sort of the clerk out. But for right now, try to get signs back.
And plus, mate, we're only in Q1 as well, so we're going to qualify for Q2 no matter
Exactly.
what. We're not
Exactly.
going to be...
So there's no
mate,
point.
Just
There's
a
no
very
point
quick...
There's no point panicking.
Can I just ask you one quick thing? I've just noticed. I don't know if you noticed this on the screen. What's happened to Lewis Hamilton?
I have no idea, but he's. What does FL stand for? I can't remember what FL stands for.
Oh, actually, it probably stands for flying lap.
Oh!
He's out now.
No, it probably stands for fault. It stands
No,
for
he's
fault,
back out.
doesn't it?
No, he's
FL?
back out now, mate. He's back on the list now. So, what was I going to say? Flying lap. Carlos Sainz is on his flying lap. Let's go ride on board with Carlos Sainz, see how well he does with this lap, see if I can get up. He's ninth at the moment, he's going to have to put in a good lap here. Tyres are hot. My tyres are overheating. Bear in mind I kept him on the same tyres.
I wonder what the stats are for how many people take control of it, or they just let the CPU do it. I wonder what the stats are like on that. Whether it's 90-10 or 80-20 or 50-50 or whatever. I wonder what the. I wonder how many people actually go. Yeah, you know what? I'm a better driver than the CPU, so I'm just going to take control.
Mate,
or just sit back and go. I'll just let manage you.
Did you see that? Did you see that third sector?
So he's got two. No.
I've highlighted it on my screen. Highlighted it on my screen.
Oh, right, so you got two greens and a purple.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's second?
What do you reckon's a better ride-on view? That one, or this one? This one's probably like the telly, isn't it? With it, you see the helmet bubbling around. That's probably the best one. Use for ride-on, I think.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, you'd usually use the other one for if you were driving it yourself, but you're not. So, you know, use the cameras that you wouldn't use, or you know.
This has got a sweet camera.
New cameras on.
This one's quite sweet.
I think that's too close to the floor. That scare people.
This one's alright. But you normally see unless you're riding on board with one. Sainz is heading back to the garage.
Maybe it's on. I would have thought that. Well, that's how many camera views have they got? 4, or is that 5?
5.
1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5.
And plus they got this one. Look at that, Carlos Sainz is the only person in there. Because everyone else is in their lap. Everyone else is in, mate. Look at that, Lando Norris is going out. There's Albon.
Yeah, in the pit lane. Copy it.
Bear in mind, they won't say absolutely everything because the game's probably only, at the moment, until there's more patches, the game's only got certain voice. They probably don't have absolutely everything in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 minutes, mate. We're 1 and 2 at the moment, and we're not going to lose it because everyone's on their in thing. So I'm going to speed up time a bit. Speed up time, just get that down. Oh, hang about. Saying that, mate, they're all coming out.
There you go.
Oh, back out.
Oh, they're doing that. They're doing their thing that they normally do.
Yeah. What do you reckon, mate? Send out Leclerc or should I keep the 1 and 2? We're going to qualify, aren't we? So, tell you what we do with Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, you're going to qualify. Yeah.
We're going to qualify. Should we just get to P? Should we get to the next? Should we get to Q2? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
if you're happy with what time it is.
Yeah, at the end of the day, mate, this Q1 is not going to determine where we finish on the grid, because we've still got 2 to go. So it really doesn't matter, really, does it? We might as well just keep the Clark sitting on them tyres, on them 100% tyres, because there's no way we're going to go back into 16th, I don't think.
Yeah, no changes need to be made.
No. I'm risking it anyway. I'm risking it. Taking a huge risk with 30 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go and we're 1 and 2, mate. Right, that's session end. Good work, the clerk. So, move in, mate. Just gotta wait, I suppose, for everyone to get back into the pits. Here they all come. Who's last in there? Kevin Magnussen. Oh no, they're carrying on. Oh, Latifi's out, mate. Here we go. Can you see on the right hand side they're starting to result? Oh, mate, I haven't come first.
Yeah.
Don't matter. It's only Q1. We're not going out of Q. Everyone's finished pretty much. So we're going to qualify for Q2 no matter what. There you go. Everyone's finished now. So we've come 2 and 3. We've got a better team performance than Red Bull. They might have pipped us. Staffen might have pipped us.
We're through to Q2. Great work. In Q2, the fastest 15 cars from Q1 battle it out for only 10 places in Q3. Now let's push even harder for a place in Q3.
Staffen must have pushed it on the last lap there. Bear in mind he had 5 laps. The clerk only had 3. A quick little look at that. That last lap. It's Staffen. It's like real life, isn't it? He's notoriously good on the last lap.
Yeah.
Q1 position, 3rd and 2nd. I'm quite happy with that. Q1.
It's up to you whether you manage the rest of the qualifying rounds. If you want, you can let the team take control, so you can focus on the upcoming race.
What do you reckon, mate? Do you reckon simulate a session and go on to Q3, or do you reckon simulate the race, or just manage the whole weekend? What do you say?
Manage the whole weekend. Just so you can, just so you can get used to it. I mean, what you didn't buy the game to simulate everything, did you?
And radio check when you can.
Radio check, okay.
Let me check their tyres a minute. New compound would be 89, so he's got 100% on at the moment. The car has. Signs, what's he got on? Currently fixed. 77% good. Got some medium tyres and stuff. Another thing, mate, with this qualifying is when I put in a good time, do I risk it and burn some energy into the medium compound for the race? These have been returned to Pirelli after qualifying. After practice. That's the question, isn't it?
I'd say so. Burn some rubber into the mediums for a bit.
Yeah, shall I send him out straight away in mediums and then maybe go for soft later on down the line in the send him back out and get a fast lap in the soft? I reckon.
Yeah, see what he can do on the mediums first.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them both on. Yeah, reconfiguring, mate. Just gonna get the tyres on. Shame you could, maybe they'd do this. Maybe they're set. Bear in mind, this is still like pre-release. Maybe they'll do a patch that instead of just this view of the pit lane, they might see that you can get a camera where they might introduce to the game like a camera where you can actually see the engineers putting the tyres on the car. That'd be pretty sick. I suppose it's.
I guess, like you said, mate, they're just panning things out, and if they get feedback from the viewers and the players, then that'll be what they'll be looking for.
Oh, mate, you can. Here you go. You can look at everyone. Just go through them. Just go through down the list. Look, Verstappen. So I've been riding on board. Look, see, I've been by my driver. Look, you can look at Bottas on his outlet. There you go. So you can do everyone. I thought you could. I thought you could look at whatever driver you wanted. So yeah, Bottas is on our outlet, so we could watch Bottas, see how well he does in his first lap. Better than just looking at a screen of tarmac, isn't it? Tell you what.
Well, this is the time when you can speed it up a little bit because it's not your car, so you just see if you wanted to.
Yeah. It's cool. It's just getting used to it, isn't it? Like you say. Norris is coming out now. So the first 2 speeds you can go on the actual thing, but faster than that it's on the thing. Tell you what I'm going to do, mate. I'm going to send out my drivers, I think. Let's get a lap into them tyres. Bottas, he's on a flying lap, mate. Right on board with Bottas. See how he gets on. Norris is on his flying lap as well, but Bottas is further through. Maybe we're right on board with Norris after we finish going. I was going to see something actually. On that driver, there we go. Don't fight teammate, mate. You can give them commands. Look, don't fight teammate. Driver will avoid battling or overtaking their teammate. So yeah, you can if you think they're gonna like cause carnage, you can tell them to back down. Pretty cool. Timings, but you can have a look at proper timings. Telemetry, you can look at the telemetry. That's quite a nice screen, isn't it? Looking at the telemetry. What gear they're in, how fast they're going. Pretty cool. Car conditions, there we go, mate. Look, car conditions, look. You can tell them to avoid curbs, drive in clean air. It's all these little things, isn't it? It's so much like detail. Engine, you can tell them to avoid curbs. Aerodynamic, no damage. You can check the damage, avoid curbs. The aerodynamic powertrain. Just managing it. I suppose at some point during the season that will probably take effect, won't it?
Yeah.
That'll take effect. Like what we got with Bottas, he is in his in-lap now, so how well did he do? Missed that. Oh, hang on, I can find out. We do 131. Tire conditions. I'm the only ones on the track with mediums. Oh mate, just having a quick look to see how Verstappen finished.
Yeah, mate.
I finished this Leclerc. I didn't see my lap, but I did. But I can see the times that he's got fastest lap. Leclerc has. You know, you can keep these screens up. Car in front, mate. Look, car behind. Quite cool, isn't it? These little screens.
Yeah, there's little in-depth screens.
Oh, they're in that. Everyone's on their in that. Everyone's coming back to the garage, mate. Set the highest. Set the fastest lap again. So far, I'm leading tyres. 6.5 minutes, mate. Do you reckon? Do I have to put on some softs to guarantee Q3 or some good races are there?
Pit lane. Copy. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on. Delay. Okay, understood.
Apart from Hamilton and Russell, you see Mercedes going on it, like, because look, the three Britons, they're going for it. How are they going to get on? This is going to determine how they get on. Or Russell's just gone up to fifth.
Can you see other people's telemetries, as in like how good their lap is, whether they've done a green or a purple or anything like that?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think you can. I haven't found out a button to do that yet. Don't reckon I know. You can, if you go on there, you can look at that. Yes, you can do you can do that, mate. The sectors. Look how they've got on the sectors. Look, Hamilton's got the 3 green sectors.
Yes.
That's what you're on about.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you can see that. He's ripping around these corners. Seeing what he's in there. Everyone's on their in lap now. The signs is down in 4. So, question is, I'm going to just do it just in case. Just in case. Just in case I have to send them out. You never know.
I personally don't think you need to, but if you feel like you do, you're the manager, so you go for it.
I might leave the clerk out there, but I might send out signs. I might leave the card. Did that last time. I did that in Q1. Let's have a quick look. I do like the fact that you can swap the status to, like, you look at all of these, like, different, like the interval times, the leader, how fast off they are and stuff. Just, you can manage it all by doing that. You look at everyone on the whole grid's tyres. So I'm going to have the best condition tyres, but not necessarily so because sectors. So no one's out on the track at the moment. I want to see how fast. So like, Verstappen and Perez are like 2 seconds. It's the question is this time going to beat like Magnussen's and Ricciardo's? going for it, mate. We're gonna put a lap into the soft tyres because this soft tyre will be. We've still got our soft compound with 100% in the garage to use for Q3, because then that way all of the tyres will be a bit warmed up for the next what do you call it? The actual race. Oh, mate, it's in the crash. Coming back from sector 2.
Oh, big lock up there.
Why not? Watch
Let's
replay.
take a closer look. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda.
This is cool.
And yes,
oh.
that's the lock up.
Oh. Give me
That's
your
going
thoughts,
to be a
mate.
big blow to the team.
Give me your thoughts
Will
on
they
this
be
when
able
you
to
see it.
recover? We'll see.
It's a cool feature.
Ooh. Lock up. Nasty. Oh no, the team livid.
It's a nice little feature, isn't it? You can see that. It's gonna be cool for the race.
It's a good feature, but I reckon it can be overdone though. I reckon it can replay on everything. Like anything that happens, like, do you want to watch this replay? Do you want to watch this replay?
Yeah.
Just like it makes me think of. No, but it makes me think of golf. You know, remember when golf was when they did the things in golf, and you did the replay on this guy, and he was doing this, and you did a replay on this guy, and everything, and it just kept interrupting things.
This is going to be decisive now, mate, because Leclerc and riding on board with Carlos Sainz.
So it's a nice little feature. Don't get me wrong, but I think it can be overused a little bit. Maybe.
Fastest.
We'll see. We haven't even seen a race yet, so.
Mate, I've got on the sectors now. Look, see who's going on the fastest. Carlos Sainz has got the fastest first sector. I'm riding on board with him. Session's ended. Can I get past this guy in front? Traffic, stuck in traffic now. Cool, Verstappen's got the fastest.
Just look after these tires.
Okay.
Clark's tyres overheating. Good. Bottas is in second. Clark's still in first. All Verstappen, mate, he's overtook the Clark. Sainz though, mate, he's got two fastest sectors. Sainz is on for a pole here at the moment, on the end of sector 2. Just don't crash. Come on, Carlos, get past this guy. He's probably, bloody hell, bit of a shake up there. Right. Can't get past him, he's slowing him right down, mate. Bugger, he stayed in fourth, mate, because of the traffic of that car. Why didn't he just let him overtake him? Absolute git. Oh, Leclerc's snuck it.
You should have got a pet. Aren't you supposed to get a penalty if you don't let the person through?
I thought that probably has got a penalty, isn't he, for that? See if he got a grid penalty, shall I? But I finished in. Charles Leclerc got off fastest Q2. Carlos Sainz in fourth, mate. So who went out? Lando went out in that round, mate. The grid started. We got Q3 then.
Nah, no grid penalties.
No.
What I can see.
And ready attack, Charles?
Just a quick question, mate. Did you say you're about tomorrow? Because I'm going to have to do the race tomorrow.
After 4:30 I'm about, yeah.
Same as me, mate, because obviously I'll be working, so... Yeah, I won't be about until the night time.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's a lot. Mate, I'm going to go on out with Hammer. I'm going to keep the class in for a little bit. We'll wait until... We'll just speed it up a bit, wait until people are on their flying laps. Okay, come on, boys, flying lap. One little look. Lewis is going for it, mate. There's still getting used to it. Flying, mate. Absolutely flying around these corners. He's going for it. Sector. Look at the sector. Well, how much for? How much for? Oh, I don't know if there some signs of it. He's crossing the line, using first. So far. 131. He's going to cross the line, obviously he's in second, he couldn't overtake Lewis's time. It's slower, not very much. Right on board this side. He's got to be crossing the line any second, he is. Oh mate, I've managed to get past this third sector. He's in the top, Sainz is in the lead. He smashes the time, mate. 606 faster. Into the Clark, he's on his lap. Oh my god, Jakarta, he had a good time there, is it? He's still on his flying lap, that's alright. Dropping right down at the moment. Come on, Charles. Good first two proper qualifying. Need to get past this driver here, didn't he? How does he going? He's his own driver, isn't it? Teammate. Yeah, he's letting him pass. Oh, he's letting him pass. Staffing for him to drama. Come on. Come on, Charles. Smash it. Can't believe Bottas how well he's done. Third on the grid at the moment. The second row. How's the bloody Romeo? He's dropping back in the cars at the moment. There's the Staffen, but they're both on flying laps at the moment, so hopefully I'll shoot up now. Yeah, it's up to a second. Get on. Have a look, see.
Good lane. Understood.
How's he got on? Oh, Leclerc's overtake for Verstappen, mate. Just even the other way round. Verstappen's overtaking Leclerc. Shall I cancel the call-in and make Leclerc go another lap? Cancel the call-in. Stay out on track.
How's his tyres? How's his tyres looking?
90%, mate. Still good.
Yeah, he can stay. They can stay out for another lap.
Let's make him stay out.
How's his fuel though? You forgot to think about fuel. How's his fuel doing? So that's why it's beneficial to do a run plan. I wondered what run plans are all about. Okay, so drivers with no run plan will just continue to stay out there over and over again until they're called in. Otherwise, if you don't, so a little run plan is kind of like a little plan before you go out on track.
That's alright, it's a circle then, and it was my engineer offering me a different thing. ERS is enabled now, though. Pace, fuel. Yes, it was fully charged.
If a driver needs an additional performance push for a short time, they can adjust their ERS strategies and use any battery charge
manual
they
by
have.
accident. ERS, we know what that is.
There are 3 ERS strategies that deploy more energy than they harvest, but each use that energy for a different purpose.
I think this is on a
Overtake
manual one now,
and
mate.
defend are best for getting
So I
ahead
can
of
tell
cars
them to
or for
overtake
keeping
and
them
stuff.
behind you.
Defend.
Deploy is the fastest strategy available. Harvest will prioritise charging up the battery instead of using energy for performance. Neutral
Yeah, but you can't
will
use
maintain the current
ERS.
battery charge over a lap,
You can't use
which gives a
ERS
nice
on
balance
qualifying
of
anyway.
energy deployment.
Harvest.
Actually, you shouldn't be able. Yeah, you can use DRS on qualifying, but you can't use ERS.
Fuel commands allow drivers to manage their car's fuel consumption.
Refueling ban, fuel usage. Yeah, you can't refuel. It can be refueled in practice and qualifying, but not during the race.
Just keep an eye on your remaining fuel. If we run out, the car will be forced to retire.
Yeah, so keep an eye on the fuel. Usually what it's saying, at the top now, mate, look, fuel commands. Basically, I've got enough, haven't I, by the looks of things. It says down the bottom, look, 1 kg.
Yeah.
Managing pace will help you
So you
manage
can tell
a
them to
car's tyre
attack,
temperature
be aggressive,
and
standard,
wear.
light conserve. It's pace controls. Christ, this is changing
Keep
it
an
into a
eye on the
different
tyre
dimension
condition
now,
of
isn't
both
it?
cars.
Bloody hell.
Over time, tyre condition will fall,
This
reducing
is
their
full
grip
on,
and performance,
like,
eventually leading to tyre failures and car retirement.
so I've got to call him back in for him to come in, do I? He's just going to go in, isn't he? He's just going to stay in all the time. Cancel the active run. What is Charles Leclerc doing? Not even doing a flying lap or anything. I've got to get used to these buttons. Get him to come in. Otherwise he's going to run out of fuel.
Box.
Mm-hmm.
Copy, understood.
Oh, it's not getting out again.
On.
I'm going to leave it 100% for the race. What do you reckon, mate? Send them out again for this, or?
Depends on where you want your cars to finish. If they stay in, they probably might stay 1-3, but as Q2 and Q1 have shown, Verstappen's going to be going for it. So, and possibly the Mercedes will gun it as well.
Plus, is that the plus? Yeah, plus 9.3 seconds if I put that one, but yeah. That's 10 seconds. Oh, fine. Nice. Thing is, in the race, they won't have any 100% tyres, will they? That's the problem. All of the tyres. Unless you get new tyres for the race weekend, I don't know. Or will these tyres be used in the race? That's the thing. I expect they'll be used.
If it's anything like the drivers' Formula 1, they'll tell you whether it's designed for Q1, Q2 or Q3. Does it not say anything like that? No?
Let's do it. Why does it say plus when they're like the tyres are better condition? That's what I can't understand. It should be negative, surely. It should be faster. Not bloody... I don't know. Lifetime lapse. That's actually, that time's going down. Let's send Carlos Sainz out on the 100%ers. Let's do it. Why can't I send Sainz out? Why won't that let me send him out? Can't understand that. Why can't I send him out?
Because he's not in the pits, Pete. He's still out on track. He's on his in lap. He's not in the pits right now.
But why can't I see that him coming into the pits then? No camera. Can't see him on board. Can't understand why that's doing that. Oh, hang about, it's a thing in sector 2. Shit, hopefully nothing's happened this time. The yellow flag.
That's a spin!
You
Let's see what happened there.
Spin.
Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Oh.
And that spin is undoubtedly going to cost them time.
Don't want to be doing that in the race, that's for sure. That's damn annoying, the car signs. It must be a glitch. Must be a glitch because he's not in the garage. He's showing him in the garage. Competition, look, signs. You can have a look at their competitors. Still on his outlet. Yeah, see, look, mate, that's definitely something going on with signs. So I can't do anything with it. Oh well. He's still in first at the end of the day. He's got to get used to these controls. Signs is finished, mate, now. Oh, I know what's probably happened, mate. I reckon I know what's happened. Where I kept him out on the track, you've probably got a certain amount of laps that you can do. So he probably exceeded the amount of laps he could do. So then I couldn't do anything else. But just wait. That's probably what it is. Or he ran out of fuel. Or I ran out of fuel. Hopefully I didn't run out of fuel, but... Flying. Yeah, we're not going to basically I took manual control last time. Could do that in the race at some point, and I feel confident. The car's ripping it up. Finish, mate. Oh, I got 1-2 on the podiums, mate. Not podium, on the grid.
Nah.
Nice one. Trophy hunt as well. Qualifying pole position. Thingy hunt. Leclerc fastest lap. And then signs. So Leclerc got the fastest lap in Q2 and 3. Verstappen got it in Q1. Mate, this is a Ferrari track though, isn't it? This track in real life is a track in real life.
You would know that. Yeah, you would know that, but you would know that better than me. I'm not.
Yeah,
really sure.
Charles Leclerc won this in real life.
Ferrari performed brilliantly during
qualifying and will be
very pleased with their grid positions. But the challenge for them will be to keep the momentum going during the race.
Hopefully I won't
this
lose
weekend,
everything.
Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. And clouds are stretching across the sky tonight, which means that teams and drivers alike will be nervously watching the weather radar.
And there's going to be a lot for the teams to handle. So will the drivers and their cars be able to cope with the pressure? Let's find out
end the stream
right
on a
here
build up
at
to
the
the race.
Bahrain Grand Prix.
Okay.
Right then, time for the main event.
Oh no, here we
the
go.
Bahrain Grand Prix.
Get a chance.
This is a great time for us to get some early points under our belt.
Time for the main
so
event.
let's stay focused and push hard.
Right then, if I go settings, I can save it here, look. Nice. And look at that, mate.
Save it for next time.
Yeah, and you can have new save slots, look, if you want. Nice. Save slots available, look, 49 out of 50. Okay, mate, I've got 50 save slots. That's not too bad, is it?
I think you need some more.
Yeah. Should we, why did it not let me save in that? That's an auto save. That was at 22. Hang on, that's an auto save. Let's do a manual save as well, shall I? So there's auto save and a manual save.
Yeah,
there you go. 20. It did save, but it's it's overwrite data on that one. Look, you can delete them back. You can't delete an autosave, so you can only delete. You can delete or overwrite on a thing. That's quite cool. Yeah, that's quite good. Starting to get the hang of it, mate. It's not been too bad at first stream, do you reckon?
No, it's been alright. Just getting to grips with it and stuff. I'm sure as you go on, you'll learn more and stuff.
Exactly, mate. And we've just done the qualifying. We've only scratched the surface tonight, I think. Like when you do the race and you actually see all the cars racing and you're watching the replays and everything, it's going to be good. I think I've got good vibes for it. I think the race is going to be good. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of action with her, maybe a safety car or whatever. We'll have to have a look, or maybe not. Maybe it might be benefit for our team just to no safety cars, because that might benefit the slower cars. So we'll have to have a look. It's cloudy as well, so we might have some rain. You never know. It's intriguing. It's a good way to leave the crowd in suspense, mate.
Suspense.
Leave the stream in suspense. Let's, tomorrow night, mate, or tomorrow afternoon when I get home, we will do the race. So, everyone in the stream, we will be doing Bahrain.
Yep.
Be doing Bahrain, mate. I'm yawning. I could hear you were yawning. We're tired.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we need to get back in action tomorrow. But it seems good, mate. I'm enjoying the menu system and stuff like that. It's all good as well. It's all good. I'm gonna end the stream. Right, guys, tune in tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon / evening for Bahrain 2022. 2 Ferraris, the 2 Red Arrows, 1 and 2. Thanks for Baz86 for dual commentating on the.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
It's going to be better commentating on the actual race. Maybe on the actual race itself, mate, we'll do a sharing screen, because then you'll see it at the same time as me.
Yeah.
And then obviously your voice will still be on the stream. It'll just be like as a live feed rather than like you seeing things after me. So maybe do that tomorrow. I think that might be better. We'll be like Crofty and Damon Hill. Right, streamers. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.